You want to steal my brother. Everybody wants to live together.
What's up, everybody? My chair down too low. Let me put it up a little bit. So we're gonna do my traffic jam tripping today, but we're gonna do some straight real talking. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through a timeline. We're gonna call this a timeline of change. How about that? We're gonna talk about the different things that I've done this week. We've spoken on forgiveness. We've spoken on regrets. We've spoken on moving forward. We've spoken on a lot of different topics throughout this week.
First time we heard a drum machine on a record.
So I'm going to go for it today with my traffic jam tripping, because I'm still tripping off a couple of things. You know, we are not supposed to glorify the devil. No, we are not supposed to, but we supposed to also we supposed to let you know that we see you when you're coming. I see you, devil, and as I did last week, you never let them see you sweat. The devil always likes to point out what he's doing or what he has doing, because he wants to be just like God. Hey, Black Beauty, good to see you. As you guys was in my chat earlier, we're going to touch on that. Forgiveness. Just because you forgave somebody doesn't necessarily mean that you have to continue to deal with them. You don't have to put up with their mess anymore. You forgave them, and I just don't think that's the best situation for me to be in anymore. So I'm going to move forward with that. Forgiveness. Yes, you can forgive a person and not deal with them anymore. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing in the Bible that says that you have to stay friends with that person or stay in association with that person or that situation. If you've been delivered from that, because when I forgave, I was delivered from that situation as well. So you're not supposed to go back. You're not. It's just like a dog returning back to his vomit. That's something that you're not supposed to do. People take forgiveness and try to run with that and make you obligated to situations that you don't want to be involved in anymore. So I touched on that earlier if you missed it. I also talked on, the devil always shows his face when you about to get a big blessing. So Lord, I am thankful. I know you about to show up and show out for me. My blessing is coming. Hey, Terry, because the devil is busy and I rebuke you. I'm not going to allow you to come and reign in here anymore. You cannot reign in my life anymore. You have no power here. It doesn't work anymore. See, when change takes place, you know it. I know when change takes place, and I pat myself on the back all the time. Don't nobody got to validate me and let me know that I'm on the right track or I'm doing a good job. I know myself because I see. Because the old Teray would have been on a whole nother level. Everybody know the old Teray. So we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the beginning. The old Teray was on panels going off. I'm going to fight my name down to the truth. I'm going to find you. I'm going to research you down to the dust. I'm not going to let you say anything that's not true about me. I'm going to back it up. No, that's not so. Here is the receipt for that. Here is the proof. You're not about to put that. You're not about to force feed me to eat something that I don't want to eat. It's not edifying. I don't receive it. And I'm going to show you why I don't receive it. This is why. So you can't say I'm just lashing out on you because of this and that. No, I'm lashing out because of a reason. I'm protecting my name. I'm going forth and being great, and I'm not going to allow you to come in and deter anything that's in store for me. I'm not going to mess up my blessing being caught up in your mess. That's something else that we talk on. I know my change. I've been where I've blown up at somebody, but not just because they was bothering me. See, the old Teray didn't take no jump that she was going to speak her mind. She going to cuss you out in a minute. You know it, Terry. That's the old Teray. The old Teray not going to let phone. She not gonna do none of that. The old Teray will go knock on your door. You don't gotta send a text message. You don't gotta write a message. I'm right here visually in person. You can see me. That's the old Teray. So for somebody to say that I haven't changed, they lying to themselves, because the way that you're walking around with nothing being wrong with you, that mean not changed. Because the old Teray used to put hands on people. I've been delivered from that. I've matured. I don't do any of those things anymore. It has to come to a point in our life when we don't want to be like that anymore. I told you a lot of things happened to me when I got sick, not just because I got sick. I started to get older, and it was just stuff I didn't want to do anymore. I just didn't want to do it anymore. I'm on the old session because I'm bringing back the days of now. You guys know how I like the old school, just turn back and just shut everything off. Get back to the basics. We used to go visit somebody at their house, not FaceTime with them. I'm gonna come over. You don't got to do that no more. They FaceTime. It's stuff that we fail to realize that we're influential to the people that we are today. About regrets, I'm putting all lives together today because we just gonna do some real talk, and I never really do that on my traffic jam tripping. I usually focus on one specific subject. I'm gonna go back in all my lives that I've been doing and show you the change. I had a live called The Side Effects of YouTube, and it was the truth. It really was. The side effects of YouTube. If you haven't seen that video, go back on my live. You even get to see Minister Miranda in there. You get to see her for a split second. For those that say that she doesn't exist and we the same person and that's not my mother. That's my mama. Back in the day, I used to be like, that ain't my mama. Because everybody know I used to be rebellious. My mother told me to do, I did the left. If she told me to go right, I went left. Because I was stubborn and it had to be a part of me that grew in that situation. To be obedient, not be disobedient. We're supposed to honor our mother and father so that our days are long. So that's something else that I overcame. I matured in that situation because I learned the benefits of being respectful to your parents or to your elders as well. Sometimes they don't gotta do, you know, when they older than us, they not gonna listen to what we say. There, you don't know what you're talking about. But you have to be respectable because that's on you, and for what you know is what you're accountable for. That's something else that I had talked about in one of my lives. Everything that you become informed about, you are now accountable for it. So when you say ignorance is bliss, yes, to know and do wrong brings condemnation on yourself. So yes, ignorance is bliss because when you know to do better, you're supposed to do better. Yes, Terry, I am hard-headed. I still am. I'm headstrong. Let's change that. I'm headstrong. I'm gonna do it my way. That may have worked your way because I'm a show me person. Everybody knows I'm visual. You got to show me. You can talk all day long, but until I see it, I don't believe it. I don't know. You know, we set ourselves up for failure. You know, like other people like, what are your expectations in this situation? I expect you to do exactly what you've been doing. Because people don't change overnight. When people will say that, no, it don't. And it has not been an overnight change for me. It's been a process. It's been months. It's been years. To let your flesh die, to us to get out of ourselves and allow yourself to be used the way you should be used. It's a lot of you that gotta die. And me, newly delivered from being vain, that was hard. That was something hard for me to do. I don't want to hear what nobody got to say. Can't nobody do it better than I can. I don't need you to tell me. What can you tell me? I don't need to know nothing from you because I feel that I have education behind me. I'm educated. I'm cultivated. I felt like nobody can't tell. I can't learn. No, you can learn something from someone that has less education than you. You really can. But you have to get that stigmata or that stereotype that's been set to you on the world. We talking about how the world puts limitations on stuff and puts titles on different things. You got to get that out. You got to wipe your slate clean and start afresh. And that's what I did. So in my ability to change, it wasn't an overnight process. It started little. My biggest thing was to stop cussing. That was a big thing for me. And I don't know why it was so big for me because I didn't used to curse. I got in a situation in a relationship with someone and they used to make me so angry that I just started cussing one day. And then I realized that the words just fell off my mouth so easy. It just rolled off my tongue like butter. And I could say something in a cuss word and put it in a phrase like nobody else could. Yes, I had a filthy mouth. I had a sailor's mouth. Yes, I did. And I wasn't ladylike because I walk around and I was at that time walking around, you know, supposed to be sophisticated and educated. And I got all this education behind me and I got a filthy mouth. And I'm like, no, I'm not cursing because I'm ignorant. I'm cursing because some situations calls for a curse word at that time. But you learn and you grow. You think you cute, like you cussing somebody out like, yes, and doing this and all the head moments and this and that. You look stupid. Because normally the person that you're talking to was just sitting there looking at you like, are you finished? You've wasted all of that time and energy and being negative and spewing out filthy words. You could have said the same thing educatedly. You don't got to say F you. You don't got to say nothing. Just leave. Some things are not worth even talking about. But you have to get in a situation when you realize you're changed. Can't nobody tell me that I haven't changed. I know I've changed. I do. Because a lot of situations I would have reacted to differently being the old me. See, the old Teray didn't take no junk. You talk about me, you do something against a family member, you do something I don't like. I don't care. I'm not a person that I talk. Not when I'm mad. I'm not that person. I'm not gonna do this. You're gonna be doing this and I'm hitting you in the face. I was known for that. I sock you straight in your face. I don't have time for that. I am a no-nonsense person. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I do. And if you don't abide by that, that's fine. But you're not going to test me. You're not going to try me because people like to try me. They like to poke at you. That's true, Terry. We got a lot of faults. That's why we get the education, so we get degrees behind us. But you have to come to know for yourself when the change has taken place. I'm one. I don't go back in my lives just to hear myself talk. Like I told you in a previous live last week, I go back in my lives to see the corrections, to see if I'm in my hair too much, saying the right words. Am I being calm? Am I being hostile? Maybe I missed something. I go back to my lives to hear what I say. I wanted to hear what I said, because when you write something down or you think about a topic, you're presenting it to someone. That not necessarily means that you've brought that in, that you heard it, because you can hear and don't hear. And a lot of times when I'm talking, I don't hear. A lot of times where I'm speaking, something is being given to me, so I don't know. Hey, Danielle, good to see you. So that's why I go back through my lives. And I also go back through my lives to see when I first started. Everybody know my first very, very live, I was shaking so bad. It was quiet. But you see how I've evolved and how I've grown. And that's the same thing with change. You can go back in those lives and see where maybe I had a drink in my hand. Maybe I was cussing. Maybe I was battling with somebody. And through that, you can see the change. You see it, because I was coming on pretty much every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. You see the associations I had. You see the associations that I don't have anymore. You see the associations that I still have. And if I still have an association with you, I don't know, the people that have been rocking out with me for, like, you guys pretty much know me. We've been together for 2 to 3 years. You know me. If I say it, I mean it. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. If I say I'm for you, I'm for you. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have to always agree with everything that you say. But it's not my place to go back and forth and battle for you. It may not be that proper time, or I may not even be worried about it. I'm worth it. I'm not going to go back and battle and debate anything. That's the way you believe, and this is the way I believe. So we're going to agree to disagree. That's how you keep a mature relationship or friendship together. We saw Pastor Trey. That's true. That's correct. You start to reflect your area or the type of environment that you were in. And at that time, I was in a hostile environment. It was always drama. And when you start removing yourself from areas or removing people out of your life, those things fall off. And you'll be like, oh, this doesn't bother me anymore. Or it doesn't feel like a dark cloud is over my head anymore. You know why? Because you're not with those associations. So for someone to come and say, I'm not telling the truth, I don't forgive, that's not so. There's nothing that in concrete tells me that I have to continue to deal with your nonsense. I forgive you. Yes, you go forth and be great in the name of the Lord. I love you with the love of the Lord. That doesn't necessarily mean that I like what you're doing. And I don't have to accept that. See, a lot of us go wrong because we just fall for everything and don't stand for nothing. It's just things that I'm just not going to allow just to be around me anymore. I don't want to be around with certain associations because you knew my life before. Guilty by association. I don't want to be grouped together. And just because I'm in this group, you think that I am some type of way or I'm involved in some situation. Like I said before, just because I'm with you doesn't mean I always agree with what you're saying. But I support you because I said I'm your friend and I'm going to be here in your corner. I may not say nothing, but I'm here. I showed up to show my support. Anybody know me, if you see me somewhere and I don't got nothing to say, I'm just sitting back talking, or I'm sitting back listening, and everybody talking around me, I don't agree with what they saying. But that's not my place, and I'm not going to do that. And if you ask me, I hear you. I hear you. But are you listening to what you're saying? You see, another live I had, it was called #They Got a Match. They got a match. And what that means is what you're saying, your lifestyle should match up with that. Your life should match up with that. Your association should match up with that. If I say that I have changed my life and I have grew and I'm not the same person that I was last year, then you're not going to see me doing the same things that I was doing last year. You're not going to see me drinking because I love me some wine, you guys know. And those that watch me when I used to be on other channels, I would promote fine cognacs. Yes, I did. Because if you're going to drink the best. I'm just saying, don't do that. Don't do that. That's the me. But, you have to come to a point in your life where you say, I don't want to be there anymore. It's got to be something better. Oh, I'm tired of this. Or why is it always you feel drained? And in some situations, and some people will drain you. They will take everything from you. Some people pull your energy from you. You can be somewhere in a situation, you can go feeling so great, and after you left, you just feel completely drained because that situation has taken all of your energy. Hey, Logical One, nice to see you. Thank you. So we doing a traffic jam tripping, and I'm doing some real talk because I'm going back through all of my lives. You said, "Can't YouTube kicked you out, Terry?" We have to accept where we are wrong and grow from that. As I can tell you, my past is not a terrible past. I put myself in terrible situations because I was headstrong. As Terry said, I was hard-headed. But a hard head makes a soft behind. Hey, that's so old school. But you have to get where you've grown and let things not bother you. Everything used to bother me because I used to wear my heart on my sleeve or let my situation show on my face. Another live I just did. Go back and listen to them. But I got to the point where I did not want other people to have the ability to control the way I felt throughout the day. Nobody has control over your emotions but you. Another live I did. Nobody can change the way you feel but you. And I stopped letting people change my disposition. Somebody could say something to me and I would be angry for the rest of the day. But now somebody may say something I don't like, and I'm going to bring back another old school word. I ain't studying them. In other words, I'm not thinking about that. But I will correct incorrect information about me. This is my jump. Hey, work to do. That's what you should be out here doing. And I do not own the rights to this music because you guys know that I'm in my car, okay? Why you so busy worried about what I'm doing? What are you doing for yourself? I'm just saying, the same live I did the other day. What have you done for me lately? What have you done for yourself? Why are you so worried about my change? Are you changing? Clearly not, because you're too focused on me. I'm doing the real talk, going back through my lives, because every single solitary live I do has a message, not for you, for me. See, my lives helped me grow. I got work to do. So I'm not going to allow the devil to come, steal my joy, steal my victory, steal my blessing. Hey, mama. You know why? Because he's not worth it. I ain't going to hell for nobody. Okay? So yeah, I've forgiven. I know what the word forgiveness means. I know all the ins and outs of forgiveness. I've forgiven people. I had to go back and let people forgive me, because it ain't always been everybody was against me. I'm not always the victim. Some issues I created on my own because I am headstrong. And I had to put my big girl panties, another old school thing, put my big girl panties on and go back to them people and said, you know what? I was way wrong. For those that don't know, Minister Ali is in the chat. That's Miranda, my mom. She will be coming back with her Wednesday noonday chain breaker in the new year, because I think you guys need that prayer. Some people don't know how to pray. My mom started off as an intercessor, and those are the people that get real down. They usually pray for churches. They're the intercessors of the church. They're constantly praying. They're on the altar when the church not even open. They're going forth in warfare. So if you guys haven't caught a Wednesday noonday chain breaker, go back. This is like an infomercial, commercial, real talk, jam out, chill out with you guys, because I haven't in a while. And I'm trying to get as many as I can go and getting in, because you guys know I'm going back in the hospital. Because I got work to do. This song came on right at it. You know what? Y'all got work to do. Go back in some of my lives and look at the topics. They're good topics. It's good eats for me. I've been doing it. So I chose to come on and do the real talk and let you guys know change don't start overnight. It's steps. But don't use your change as an excuse. Oh, God knows my heart. That's taking something and twisting it and distorting it. Because people do that. They take words and distort them to fit in their situations. Or they feed you something that they don't believe. How are you talking about the God? How are you talking about the Lord and you don't believe in God? Didn't you tell me you was an atheist? So you can't tell me nothing about Jesus. I'm just saying. How can you listen to someone talk to you about the Lord that's an atheist? That's ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me a single solitary word. No. You know why? Because you don't have a relationship with the Lord. You have no relationship with anything spiritual, because you wouldn't be saying that you're an atheist. But we have to see the devil when he comes. So you going on here and going forth or saying that I don't say what I mean and I mean, that's that story. I do. I say what I mean and mean what I say. That's why I'm not dealing with you. I'm just saying. People don't want to see you grow. Did you realize that? People be in your corner. You think, hi, Donnie. Hey, Pooh Man. Mwah. My nephew Trinell want to say hi. Hi, Pooh Pooh. People don't want to see you do well. See, you have those people. That's why I tell you, real situations expose fake friends. You know why? Because a real friend is going to be there for you if it's good and if it's bad. A fake friend, as soon as something go that they got to help with, they're going to disappear. Mwah! But we have to take back control. Say what you're not going to lie. Well, excuse me, what you're not going to allow. I'm not going to take that. That's a lie. I'm not even going to debate or argue or go back and forth. When I know something is a lie, I just don't even have nothing to say about it. It didn't happen. I don't know. Did they? That's what was said. But will you not, or what you will not do, is tell me about my relationship with the Lord. You're not. You don't know what I'm going through. I ain't even talked to you since you were 10, 20 years, and you come trying to tell me about myself. You don't know me. You didn't know me then. You were associated with me, but you didn't know me. But people don't want to see you grow. Misery loves company. Did y'all hear that? I know y'all know that one. Misery loves company. It's true. You think somebody is really, really for you and they'd be the main person. Just like on here, you got all of these people. Everybody say they for you. They not for you. They could be the main ones thumbing you down. And thumbs down don't do nothing for me. You know what that does? It lets me say no, that I'm doing something right. That's not hurting me, not one thing. Thumbing me down goes with my ignorance is bliss. Okay? Why? Because you sat over here and listened to every single solitary thing that I've said. So you gave me my watch time hours. But then you thumb it down. That's a waste of your time, not mine. So ignorance is bliss. But in that, doing whatever you're doing, it's eventually going to turn the way you feel. Because you can't keep coming over here and no change takes place. It's not so. It won't. You can't go to church every day at a real church where fire and brimstone and the Lord is really moving and speaking, and no change takes place in your life. That ain't gonna happen. That's not. Hey, paranormal. So feel free to come over here. Keep thumbing me down. That doesn't bother me at all. Because you know what? I've grown. It used to bother me when people thumb me down. Why is they thumbing me down? I don't. What did I say that was wrong? Nothing. You didn't say anything wrong. If you go back in my lives and you guys know what's going on and what I dealt with in different situations, some of the things that I said, a lot of the things I said came to pass. Because God's word is going to go forth. If God said it, you can count on it. It's coming. Thank you, paranormal. It's a little pink jacket. I normally don't wear pink because my mom wears a lot of pink, so I don't try to cop her style, but I like this top, so I did copy off of hers. Hers is great. But it was pink and white and black. And everybody knows my colors are black and white. I love black and white stripes and black and white polka dots. Black and white is my color. No, I'm not in the Illuminati. Black and white, I'm going to tell you why. See, this is a real talk. Why do I like black and white? If those people that know me in the chat know why I like black and white, because I'm a germophobic. They're going to show up on black and they're going to show up on white. I don't shake hands. I don't sit down everywhere. I don't go to the movies. And when I do go to the movies, I take Lysol and I sit on a blanket that I put into a bag, and then I put it in my car, tie it up, and I take it to the laundromat the next day. I don't even put that in a washing machine at my house. I've been wearing black and white for a long time. And why? Because my complexion used to be so bright. Something you guys just don't know about me. When I put makeup on, I make myself darker. I have freckles. Yeah, pretty much everything in my house is black and white, Terry, with spots of pink. So I wear black and white because those were the colors that complemented me. I was afraid to wear any other colors because I was so pale it didn't look right. I would either look really hard or harsh or washed out. So black and white and pink were the colors that worked, and that's usually what I wear all the time. My closet looks black and white and pink. It's either all black or all white or black and white stripes. So these are things that you didn't know about me. See, people say they know me, they don't know me. See, all looking like she always wear black and white because she in Illuminati. No thanks. Or she a Mason. No thanks. No. I'm not gonna give my money to nobody. I'm not gonna sacrifice nobody. That's probably why none of my CDs are out. Because it's things that I refuse to do. Now, I've sang on a lot of different people's things, but me personally, I don't have a CD out because it's things that I just am not willing to sacrifice. It's not worth it. What is fame? Great things require great responsibility. More problems. I'm good being in my little corner. I don't need it. I'm good on getting residuals for doing arrangements, doing vocal lessons. When you're content in who you are, little things don't bother you like that. They don't. That's why I said you got to know who you are. Don't allow the devil, because that's who it is. It's not people or friends or places or situation. It's the devil testing you to see, are you doing exactly what you said you're doing? So I see you, devil. Have I changed? Yes, I did change. Because when you came at me before, I would have snapped back the way you wanted me to. Got all up in uproar, want to fight, cussing. Messed up my whole day. I had a great day. I did. But that's when you go with people that don't want to see you grow. They see the growth, but they want to test you. And in that test, I know that my blessing is coming. So you can do it. I didn't skip a beat. I didn't get off my square. I didn't allow you to do any of that. Thank you, Terry. Because you know how I was. I say, I be telling myself, girl, I know you changed. I be talking to myself. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself. Girl, I know I changed. Because the Ultra would have been making a drive by. What is it that you said about me? And I knock on your door with the butt of my gun. That's what I used to do. Because the Ultra used to be thug. People just like to test me. Just because I speak well or I dress nice or I live in a certain area. They assumed me to be soft. And I ain't soft nowhere. There's nothing soft about me. Nothing. Y'all know I give it to you just how it is. Sometimes the truth hurt. So somewhere in this channel, when my thumbs down come, it be the truth. So it hurts. So they thumb me down. But that's nothing but the conviction from the devil within you. So I take them thumbs down. That lets me know that I'm doing something good. It doesn't bother me at all. Because I know eventually that change within you is going to take place. Because I went from having a certain number of thumbs down. So I've even had somebody come and call me and tell me I thumbed you down and I took it back. For real? Because you shouldn't have been thumbing it down from the very beginning. Because it's not my words. I don't just out the blue just come up my head. A topic just fly in my head. No. I'd be like, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to talk about today. And it could be right before I go on. Even when I had longer segments, which I will be, my longer segments were usually given to me. Yes, guilty conscience. Right before I was supposed to go on, I had that time to research. A lot of information I had in my mind, in my memory, but I like to have it in black and white. I like to have a receipt. So here I can show you, you can go back and look at yourself. I don't like to just talk off the top of my head, or just like when you go to a church. If I go to church, I want to hear a scripture. Turn to Matthew 1:1. Don't just start talking to me. I need some sustenance behind that. I need some foundation. Don't just feed me something and think it's going to be good, because everything that you eat ain't good. Remember that too. Everything that is good may not be good for you. Remember that too. So I just wanted to chill out with you guys. What you say is crazy. Yep. Logical one. I don't know if you came in here when I said that that's funny to me. Ignorance is bliss. Because for you to sit here, some of my lives was long. So for you to sit in the whole thing and go through it, because I got the watch time hours for you watching it. But to thumb it down, that's not a waste of my time. It's a waste of yours. I'm not losing a certain thing. I'm not losing nothing. I'm not losing nothing by you dumbing me down. It's just making me go forth and be greater. Keep bringing the right information. Keep bringing the truth. Keep standing on God's word. Keep resisting the devil on his tests. Because like I said, the devil don't come to you looking like the devil. He come to you looking like the stuff that you like. Really. The devil can come to you looking like the finest dressed up African-American man, slender build with a lot of money, a good job, a good house, a nice car. That's the devil. The devil don't come looking ugly. It has to be appealing to get your attention. So like I said, everybody don't want to see you grow. Because you coming over here. But I like, you know what? I ain't even got time for you. Do you want a drug? I ain't got time for you and your foolishness. But we have to know what's right for us. Be able to see the devil when it's coming. That was funny, Terry. It really was. You know, we are so fixated about how the world goes around. It used to bother me. We're going to talk about myself because I said it was real talk. It bothered me when people didn't like me. I want to know why. Why? I don't even know this person. Why don't they like me? So I would be frustrated. Like, I'm just not understanding why this person don't like you. Everybody ain't going to like you. You don't got to do nothing to them. They might not like you because you've grown in a situation that they haven't grown in. Thumbs down. Everybody's not going to like you. And why does it matter? As long as you got those people or those few things or the Lord behind you, it doesn't matter if they're going to hate you. They hated Jesus. They crucified him. They didn't know him. They didn't. That's right, Sierra. You a slicer, slice them. We don't have foolishness over here. Why? Because I'm exactly who I am. People know not to come over here with that. I don't come in yo chat with no foolishness. Never have. I've always been the information, the researcher, and I'm still that same person. But I've grown. So a lot of the things that I research don't have nothing to do with what I used to research. I'm researching for the betterment of me, not for the betterment of anyone else. And as I'm researching, I share with you guys so that we can grow together. Maybe it's something that I don't know that you can impart in my life. Hopefully I'm imparting something that's useful or edifying in your life, because I don't ever want to get on a platform where what I'm talking about, okay, Destinies, whatever I'm talking about isn't edifying to you. That's not what we're here for. Or that's not at least what I'm here for. I know I've changed. I know my thoughts. And like I said a couple of lives ago, we have to come back past those same people. And I went back to a lot of those people that was worth going back. Because some people you can be like, you know what, I'm sorry for this, and leave it at that. You don't even got to talk to them no more. A lot of our sins get forgiven when we repent or we come back to Christ. It gets thrown into the sea of forgetfulness, so we don't even have to talk about it. All I'm worried about is the Lord being on my side. You're going to have a ton of people against you. So your thumbs down are not bothering me. You're saying that I'm not changing. It's not bothering me because I know. When I finally come out, we look back. So I know. Exactly. You see, that's a logical one. That's why I said I usually go back in my lives to see
in London
where I went wrong or what was my imperfections in that life. Let's not do that. I saw where I did that in this life. And I'm not going to do it in the next one. Because if you saw me from the very beginning, I used to be really, really nervous. So I was always in my hair because everybody know I don't comb my hair. And just another thing is, my hair has been up because I go to a water therapy and my hair get about this big. So it's in a ponytail with a band thing on there. Because if not, my hair would be like so big. But I see the change. I'm not as nervous. I don't have to read off a piece of paper anymore. I've learned how to be able to hold my conversation, my topic, to look in the chat and interact with those people, see what's going on in the chat, play the music, learning how to multitask. At first I couldn't. But it's things that you learn and you grow. Your lives become different. You have different locations. You have different kind of the way your lives come on. We grow in that situation as well. And as I said before, everybody don't want to see you do good. Everybody that's smiling in your face ain't your friend. I learned that too. We use that word friend too loosely. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in our presence. Thank you, Terry. You batting your ass. You know, we have to be secure in ourselves that we don't need validation from anybody but the Lord. As long as the Lord is saying that I am in his will, that's all that matters. But I'm not going to allow you to come over here and be destructive. I'm not going to allow you to come over here and bash people. I'm not going to allow you to come over here and give incorrect information. You know why? Because I'm responsible for that. Because you guys are in my chat. And I'm not going to let anybody come in here to send any negativity your way. In growth, when we're growing, a lot of change takes place that we don't even know. Because when we're growing, our mind is changing. We're starting to think differently. We start to walk differently. Logical one, I always try to bringing back the days of yeah and nay. That's why I'm on my Soul Town today. And I do not own the rights to this music because I'm driving around in my car. Okay. I'm an old soul. I've never been one that was out here ripping and running the streets, or I was dating a whole bunch of people. That was never me. When I was in school, I had one boyfriend. I didn't want that one. You know why? Because I was focused on the work that I had to do. I've always been into music. So in school, I was in music as well. So I would be in music 4 hours out of the day. And then when I got out of school, I would be in 3 different choirs. I wouldn't get home till 12 o'clock sometimes. So I didn't have time for no boyfriend, but it looked good. He was cute. When I got ready to do something, I needed somebody on my arm. I'm like, hey, come on, let's go. But on that other stuff, I didn't have time for that. I didn't have time for the nonsense. And that's where we have to get in when change starts to take place. Because you don't have time for the nonsense. You won't even entertain it. Because the old me used to be like, what's the gossip for today, girl? Right, Terry. But now, I come. The word of the day is let go and grow. The words for the day. I come with silly stuff like that. Go forth and be great. My own little hashtags. So I changed the whole way I thought just by saying, I don't want to be there anymore. And it was nothing. And I'm going to be honest. I started changing before I came back to the Lord. I went back and saw a live that I did that was so terrible. I was ashamed of myself. I really was. Nobody had to tell me anything because people have been saying that. Like, that was terrible. Because that was me in rare form. And the old Teray used to be really mean and nasty. I don't care. What is that I used to be like, what is it that you can say about me? I'm smart. At that time, I was slender, educated, got myself. You ain't got nothing to say about me other than I'm a bee. And that's what they used to say all the time. So I didn't care. F your feelings. That's what I used to say. I don't care. But now we get into a situation where I've gotten into that. Like, I don't want someone's impression of me to be that way. I don't want to come across, thank you, paranormal, as being a bee or unapproachable. Because back in my day, I used to be like, why didn't you come over here and say that you like me? Because it would take a minute. I would be in a group and somebody will finally get enough nerve to come over to me. And I'm like, what's you coming over here now for? You ain't been trying to come over. Well, I realized that you really are cool. You're not the bee that I thought you were. And I'd like to get to know you better. So I got tired of hearing that all the time. I said, what is it about me that makes me unapproachable? Because I was mean and nasty, hateful, arrogant, headstrong. Did I say mean, angry? I had a lot of anger. I did. I don't know where it came from. I was very, very angry. And it started to change. I wasn't. You can't be standoffish and be a musician, Terry. You know you got to network. But I always had this look on my face. And it wouldn't necessarily be anything that I was thinking bad. I used to be like, I don't want to be here. I'm sleepy. Let me hurry up and get to the second set before I fall asleep, because everybody know I go to sleep early. Now I do. Before, the old Teray used to stay up. The new Teray be sleep. So nobody, that's right, they said they were, I made myself unapproachable. They didn't know how to take me. Was I gonna go off on them like, you can't do, I used to be, don't come up to me. I used to be like, don't even. I'm not gonna talk to you, because my mother always told me you don't get your meat where you get your bread at. So we ain't gonna talk, because I wasn't going nowhere but to work. And I felt when I was at the club singing, that's a job to me. I wasn't out having fun. I couldn't do the same things that they did, because I had to be on the time clock. So when I would invite people out to come sit in VIP, they got to reap all the benefits. They got to be in VIP. They got the food. They got the drinks. They got to be, everybody looking at them like, who are they being in VIP? I never got to. I'd be like, hey, y'all, because I was working. So I didn't have time to try to find somebody or pick up a boyfriend. And I was here to work. I ain't got time for that. I'm working. You distracted me from making my money. But you grow. I've grown from there. I don't even like, when I get a singing engagement now, I'll be like, how long do I got to sing? First of all, what time is it? What is it that I got to sing? Can I leave after I sing? These are the questions that I ask now. Okay, Logical. Thank you. I'll try to catch you live. But we have to realize our growth without anybody telling us. You know where you're wrong. You know where you grew. You know where you were weak at and that you're strong. Pat your own self on your back. You don't need validations from anybody but the Lord. That's the only person that needs to validate you. I don't need a title. I don't need 100,000 people over in here. I don't. The thumbs downs are not doing anything but making me want to go forth and be greater and letting me know that I am saying something that's right. And it changes. Everything changes. Everything comes full circle. The truth comes out. And I don't want to be that person that I used to be. She wasn't nice. She wasn't. You used to couldn't catch me with a smile on my face. I smile all the time now. Because we're supposed to be the edification of change. If the world can't see you changing, you don't have that light upon you. There should be a light upon you without you saying anything. So I see the change. I'm brighter. And hopefully coming over here doing the things that hopefully that you'll grow as well. Like I said, I never come on lives talking about anybody but myself. There are awesome things that we need to be stronger with in our lives. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's trying to get to a better place or be in a better position. And you guys know one of my quotes is not where I was back then. It's not where I was or where I am now. It's where I'm going. And the future that I have in my mind, the future that the Lord has given me, has none of that old terrain in it. None. I see a healthier, happier person in my future. So I just want you guys to go out and be the greatest person that you can be. You don't need validation from anybody. Validate yourself. You did a good job today, Terry. Yes, you did. You don't need anybody standing in your peanut gallery or being your cheerleader. Be your own cheerleader. Yay me. I got 17 thumbs down. Yay me. The Lord is working. You know why? Because the devil mad. So like I said before, whenever the devil comes to test you or throw your past up in your face to try to tell you you're not changing, that you're not telling the truth, that you aren't who you say you are. Yes, I am. You know why? Because the Lord told me I am. And that's all that matters. I know it within myself because he's placed it on my heart. So yes, change has taken place. You're the one that needs to change. Change the enemy, the end of me, and I changed that. What was inside of me, I told you it's got to match up. The insides should match the outside. You can be pretty here, whatever your definition of pretty is, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But if your insides are terrible, it don't matter because all I see is ugliness. I don't know if you guys saw one of my lives. It used to be some of the ugliest people that are the sweetest people. You know why? You don't even realize that they ugly because they so nice. You look past that because the beauty of their inner spirit shines through. And I wanted my inner beauty to shine through. I don't want people to always to take me at my face value. Because just because you're pretty don't mean that you do pretty things or that you say pretty things. And what is that anyway? But you should treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's what I've been doing. I'm not that same person. I am careful of how I may be perceived, or that make sure that I may not say something to offend someone. So if I've offended anybody coming on here, like I said before, I'm not trying to talk about anybody. I'm talking about myself, because I never want to come to offend or offend. I just come to inform you. And if what I'm giving you helps you move forward, then I'm jumping and I'm shouting for you. But like I said, it's a process. We all are growing. Together, I hope we're growing. We might not all be on the same levels, but as long as there is a process and a progress, that's what matters. I couldn't walk to the corner today, but I'm going to try it tomorrow. Then I made it to the corner today. I'm going to try to walk to the other corner the next day. We always try to be better than we were the day before. There's no harm in changing just a little bit. It only takes a little step. One decision to say, I want to change. I want to change. I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to live my life like this anymore. I don't want to have those same associations that I used to. I don't want to be out in the club. I don't want to be around people that's smoking and drinking. I don't. Because guess what that does? Either they're going to pull you or you're going to pull them. I said this in another one of my lives. And usually you be outnumbered, so you just fall on into comfortability, because that's what we do. Because you don't want to stand out, or you don't want to be the eyeball. You don't want nobody to say, I don't care what anybody says about me. Soraya, you're not drinking. No, didn't I tell you I don't drink anymore? No, I don't. I don't want anything to drink. I know I don't. And I don't even know why I used to drink anyway, because I don't care what I would drink. It could be a glass of wine. It would tear my stomach up because I wasn't supposed to be drinking it. It was not good for me. It was good, but not good for me. That was one of the second things that I changed. After I stopped cussing, I stopped drinking. You guys saw me come on from drinking cognac and wine to drinking H2O. I used to be like, holy water. Got that holy water? Yes. Nature's pop. So accept the change. See the change, accept it, and go forth and be great. Nobody can validate you. Well, nobody's validation matters but the Lord. Let's say that. Nobody can validate you more than he can. So as long as that you know the Lord is telling you that you're on the right track, you don't need anything else. I'm on the right track. My thumbs down let me know that I'm on the right track. It don't bother me. And eventually, they're going to keep coming and they're going to change. Because people have come back to me. And I be like, amen. I love you with the love of the Lord, because I do, not a lie. I try to be as honest and be as real as I can on this channel. Because I don't like I told you guys, I'm a show me person. You got to show me. You can say it all day long. I need to see that in black and white. I need to touch, feel, smell. That's me. So even in my situation, I'm talking to myself, because some people, it takes a little bit more to get their attention. And I would be like, Lord, why am I in this situation again? Why am I sick again? I don't know. But then I realized he had to sit me back down to see what I was missing. And I saw my imperfections. Even in my lives, you guys, you can go back and hear me say, I'm vain. I know it's a sin. Pray for me. I'm not vain anymore. The Lord put me in a situation. I'm even going to say the Lord put me in a situation. I was in a situation to let me know where vanity means nothing. He forced me to eat those words that I'm vain, and I'm no longer vain. So some people, it takes a little bit more. I got a colonoscopy bag. You can't be vain with that. Here, eat this. Because you thought you was cute. It's temporary. It's going to be gone. But for the time that I had it, it was the worst experience of my life that I worked out to make it be a better experience. My ostomy nurse wants to take me to different homes with her to let you know that you can live a healthy, productive life and your bag be empty all day long. You don't got to worry about smelling. You don't got to worry about changing anything. There's a correct way to do things. This is the person that used to be out of sight, out of mind. Let's hurry up and get this done because I don't want to see it. No, this is something I got to deal with it. See it. You a show me person. The Lord showed me. I see it. Can't nobody tell me better than that. Do I want to be in this predicament again? No. He allowed these things because the Lord allowed these things to happen to me to show me. Like I said, some people, it takes a little bit more. And as much as I hated that, I said, you know what? It's a part of me. So I'm going to rock it out. I got every kind of cover. People don't even know I wear tight clothes because, you know, and I'm small. They can't even see it. I know what's there. Where you be like, oh my God, the world is ending. Because, you know, it was stages that they told me about my situation. You were septic. Oh, I was septic. Oh, you got a colonoscopy back. Oh, you got another incision over here. Oh, we took out that ovary. We took out your appendix. We fixed your bladder. All this stuff. The Lord set me flat on my back. I could not even get up out of bed. I didn't have to get out of bed because I had the colonoscopy bag. And then I had a Foley from when I had the hole in my bladder. So I didn't have to go. I was flat on my back. So I was straight up in reverence. All I was doing was looking at the ceiling. I never turned on the TV. So I had nobody but to talk to but the Lord. Wasn't nobody there with me. Because I didn't want nobody coming to see me. For what? You wasn't seeing me when I was looking good. You definitely ain't finna see me when I'm looking bad. And I felt I looked terrible. I thought I was tore up. Couldn't nobody tell me I don't want to hear nothing. Because we go through that stage. I was angry. Like, why did you no? This is what I did to myself. Because I didn't learn the first time. I didn't listen the first time. But I will never be in this situation again. That's why I'm going forward and I'm running for my life. So despite what anybody says about me, I know that there's change. And I'm constantly changing. I'm going to be a better person that I used to be. I am a better person that I used to be. It's things that come through my mind that never would have before. Because you know what? Because I'm not selfish anymore. I'm not vain anymore. I'm not worried about, or I'm not just out for myself. I'm not materialistic anymore. Do I have a lot of things? Yes. But do they matter to me now? No. It's just things. I will complain all the time. We got to be careful for what we ask for. I will complain. I just work all the time. I'm constantly doing something. I'm constantly running. I don't never have time to enjoy my house. I ain't got nothing but time to enjoy my house. And I being in my house is running me crazy. Like, Lord, you got to do something. I got to get up out of here. So we put ourselves in situations. It's how we deal with them. And that's where the change takes place. So you guys go forth and be great. I wanted to chill out and do some real talk with you guys on my traffic jam tripping. We done went from daytime to nighttime in the D. And I just want to send out all my positive energy you guys way and let you know that you can change. You can be a different person. That's not set in stone that you have to stay the way that you are. That's why there's salvation. God gives us the free will to choose his way. He not twisting our arm. Hey, M. Shanti. He not force feeding us. You're going to be in this word. You're going to be saved. You should want to be saved because there's something better on the other side. And in our process, God opens things up for us and he starts to bless us and give us what we deserve. Because sometimes we don't deserve nothing. We really don't. We always praying, I want you to do this for me, Lord. I want you to show up on my situation. And sometimes we don't deserve it. But does God not bless us anyway? He does. God bless the sinners. I see it all the time. Like, what is they doing? Because he's trying to get their attention. Hey. But at the same time, the devil blesses as well. But I want my blessings to come from the Lord, because blessings from God don't come with strings attached. When you blessed by the devil, it's a whole bunch of strings that go along with that. It's a blessing with all of these little fine lines. You didn't read the fine print. I don't want that kind of blessing. I don't. So I'd rather wait for when the Lord says it's my time to move out and accept that journey and that obstacle to go forth and be great. So, guys, just accept your own change. You don't have to wait for anybody. Validate yourself. Know that God has something better for you. And you go forth and be great. And I love each and every person in my chat. You guys know I love you with the love of the Lord. And yes, change for the better. Let go and grow. Good night, everybody.